Hey guys, welcome back to Performance Toyota. It's Hillary here, and I just wanted to let you guys know that today I actually was able to get a Corolla Cross for us today to kind of review and do a little bit of a walk around. It is going to be in our second year this year, and plus with a hybrid coming out, why not actually go more in detail about it? So we'll definitely look at what the engine kind of looks like, the exterior, the interior, kind of different trims and features, and let's see what you guys think. All right guys, so getting right into it. So with the Corolla Cross, the one thing that I definitely love about this is right front and center, it looks literally like your Corolla. Now, of course, when it comes to your Heritage grille, it is going to be different from your actual Corolla, whereas the Corolla is more of the trim like you see on the bottom. Now, the one thing too when it comes to Toyota that I definitely love is how they love to be able to actually put everything together. So with the black trim around the grille as well as on the bottom, it goes literally all the way to the ends, and especially on the other side, and then going around the wheel wells as well. Now, because this Corolla Cross is a windshield pearl, the black and white look amazing together, and that is one of the huge signature colors on the Corolla. Now, the one thing that I actually ended up surprisingly finding out today is one of their Easter eggs that's front and center on the Corolla where the license plate is. And it's literally just a silhouette of the car, which I think is very smart of Toyota. Now, coming to the side of the vehicle, going towards the headlights here, you do get your LED headlights inside of here as well. And then coming down towards here, you get your reflection on the side. And then you also end up just coming down here with your black trim, and then as well as over to the wheel wells. So being able to actually put that together is very smart because it looks very sharp. And then as well as matching that on the mirrors themselves, kind of having that matte black as well. And then when it comes to the side of the vehicle, this one is a compact SUV, so it's not going to be as long or as tall or wide as, let's just say, your RAV4 or even the Venza, which is a little bit smaller than the RAV. This one's going to be literally, as the name says, Corolla Cross, so it is a crossover between that Corolla and your RAV. Now, this one you can end up towing a little bit, so it does still come with a towing capacity of 15,000 pounds, give or take a little bit. But with that being said, considering of how nice or how average of a size it is, it's actually pretty good considering you don't want anything too big or even too small. So the fact that, especially me as a person who's so used to their sedans and nothing too big, this is great, and I feel very comfortable driving this one. Now, coming over to the side of the vehicle as well, the one thing that you actually end up noticing in very small detail though is another one of their Easter eggs. Now, right here at the top, going towards the spoiler at the top, it does say Corolla Cross on it. And then coming down to, again, being a compact SUV, this window necessarily doesn't exactly exist. But it does here, which is nice because it gives you more of that visual, gives you more of that, you know, being able to not have so much of a blind spot as well. And it gives you that silhouette, again, of the Corolla Cross, which is very nice. And then if you actually kind of step back a little bit towards what the actual vehicle looks like, that silhouette, you can actually see it come from the door over to the handle and then out. So to be able to actually give it more of that, I guess, sharper, more elegant look, and also match that silhouette of the Easter egg, which is actually amazing that they even did that. So that was very smart Toyota, and I really love that. So the other thing too I would like to actually point out is another Easter egg that they ended up putting is on the tail light. So it literally says Corolla Cross inside the tail light, and it gives you that basic, simple, elegant looking tail lights on the Corolla Cross with your LED third brake light at the top. Now this one does also give you that rear window wiper, and then your rear spoiler with the shark fin antenna as well. So that honestly gives you more of that kind of rugged but still sharp looking vehicle, especially right at the back considering it's an SUV. And with your black trim on the bottom as well. Now opening it up, now keep in mind this is going to be a Corolla Cross L, so it does have a button right here that you kind of just push and then up she goes. Now with this one, cargo capacity wise is actually not too bad. You still get quite a few, quite a bit of room in this SUV. Again, compact SUV considering. You do get your spare tire in there and everything that you need, as well as your all-season mats. Now, come to think of it, when it comes to towing, it's actually not 15,000 guys, it's 1,500. Keep that in mind, please, when you end up doing anything with the Corolla Cross. So cubic feet inside this cargo capacity, you are looking about 21.5 to around 24-ish, even with the seats down. So you do have that quite a good space. Now, it doesn't come with the tonneau cover, but you can also get that with your LE models as well as your XLE. It does come with those trim levels, or you can just buy it separately if you just want your base model. Nothing wrong with that either, as well as your cargo net or anything like that. Now, when it comes to the back as well, there is going to be a little bit of like a dip right here, and that kind of gives you more of that space, especially if you're out grocery shopping, like a pop bottle or water or anything like that that you have big, you don't really want to put in a bag or anything like that because they're overfilled. That's always good to have as well. And again, with Toyota being so smart, I ended up noticing as I'm looking up too is another Easter egg that's at the top, and it literally says Corolla Cross with that silhouette. So that one I personally really like, especially when you're opening up your trunk space. There is also one here right in the little corner of your taillight, as well as one here. So that literally goes to show you how Toyota is actually very smart and being able to put just little things here and there that, you know, people that love detail are really into. So that I definitely absolutely love. Now just kind of closing her down. And then going to, we'll look more so into the inside of the vehicle, but keep in mind when it comes to the Corolla Cross L, which is again your base model. Now this one is your all-wheel drive, so it does end up saying that right over here with that emblem, but these ones do come with your 17-inch steel wheels. Okay, so also again, keep that in mind when you're doing winter tires or anything like that. If you want bigger, go LE or your XLE, which comes with your 18s, all right? Now let's take a look on the inside. So coming into the inside of the vehicle, the one thing I would like to point out is the trim inside. So it does have that light gray interior as well as the matte black, which again looks very nice because it matches even the outside of the vehicle. So it does have that really good color combination together. Now this one is going to have the fabric seating. If you want to go Softex or that like pleather feeling material, you are going to be looking at that XLE. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you're not really of a fabric person or like the Softex feel. So when it comes to these ones, again, with the fabric material, it does have that nice kind of pattern to it, so it still looks pretty elegant. Now when it comes to the vehicle, 65 inches in height. So even me, I'm still kind of crouching down a little bit just so then you guys can actually see my face. But remember that it is a little bit lower than your RAV4, okay? So keep that in mind, especially when you're trying to get in. Now if that's okay, then no issues. Now when it comes to here, seat just goes down. There is a button at the top, and then this shows you exactly how your back is going to look, or the back seats are going to look down. It does, they are flat here, but there is kind of like a break point right here in the middle. So keep that in mind too, in case you're putting like any bags or, you know, boards or anything like that. There is that as well. So it's not entirely flush, okay? And then we'll just go into the front, so that way we can see how the infotainment system is and everything. So one last thing before I forget, just to show you guys with the seats up all the way. This is exactly how it looks. There's nothing in the middle, so you can have 3 people comfortably in here. It's not too bad. Now when it comes to your feet space, again, me being a little short, it's still not too bad though. Again, keep in mind it is a compact SUV, so it's not going to be as spacious as even like your RAV4 or your Venza. I mean, I'm perfectly comfortable, especially for something that you don't want anything too big in, right? So it's definitely very nice. You do have your vents over here, You don't have USB charging in the back. It is only going to be in the front as well as your center console, okay? So keep that in mind, especially if you have electronics in here. You do have kind of like a pocket here in the front, or sorry, on the passenger side. And we'll see what the front now looks like. So coming to the front of the vehicle, one thing that I definitely love about this Corolla Cross is the fact that the layout is literally like your Corolla sedan. So the familiarity of it is very nice, very comforting, especially if it's something you're so used to for a very long time, right? So that's one thing I definitely thought was very smart. And again, it's something that it doesn't take too long to get used to. Now with the L trim, you do still get your heated seats, which is very nice. It just also means that all your other trims are also going to get your heated. Ventilated is on the XLE, just so you guys realize that. Now this one doesn't come with your heated steering wheel. That is going to be one up from the L, but you still get all of your Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, like your lane tracing assist, not your blind spot monitor, but you do also get your radar cruise control, your backup camera. It doesn't have rear cross traffic alert. It won't be until up higher, but it does let you know, in case anybody's there. It just beeps at you for like a couple times, not too much, but at least it's still something that's very nice to have. You do still get your Bluetooth in here, so your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are still available even on the L base trim. So that is very nice. The fact that Toyota ended up actually using that updated technology in even the base model. So when it comes to the screen, this is actually an 8-inch screen, nice and flush, no buttons on the side, which is nice, because then that gives it more of that elegant, simple, but very sharp look, especially in the front of the vehicle. So it gives you the black and silver trims around the doors and around your dash, and even coming here towards your shift knob and all of your other buttons here. Now when it comes to the automatic parking brake, it is always going to be on when you're in park, so keep that in mind, because when you go into drive, it'll automatically come off. You don't have to think about it, which is very smart, and especially on all the newer models. Now you do have also your USB chargers here, and then you also get one right here on your, or inside your center console, as well as that, I guess, cigarette lighter one as well. You do have your cup holders here, and you do get your automatic high beams on this side, the buttons here, as well as still as a de-icer. So you do still get quite a lot of good features on even your base model. Now coming to the ceiling of the vehicle, you do get your SOS button. So that's where these speakers are, to be able to hear your live agent in case anything happens to you, an emergency. You do have that roadside assistance as well, and that is what this one is for. Now this vehicle does come with 6 speakers, so that's still very, very nice. You do have them on the doors as well as in the back and in your trunk space. So that is very, kind of a good summarization of this vehicle. Not too many features, but still enough that even on your base model, you still get quite a good amount. Sorry, last thing that I want to show you guys is let's pop open the hood and see what she looks inside. So just so you guys know, the lever is just going to be right underneath, and just kind of pop her open. So let's see what she looks like. All right, so let's just pop her open, kind of dance with the stick a little bit. Now with the Corolla Cross, I did end up finding out is that to put her is actually right in here and not where the headlights are, because as you can tell, the headlight is all plastic here. So keep that in mind. It's literally right in there, okay? So in case you guys are trying to fumble around with it, it's literally right there. And the other thing that I did end up finding out as I'm actually opening it is another Easter egg. We're actually right over here inside that plastic trim right there. So again, kind of those like tidbits that Toyota likes to play around with, right? So that's really nice. Now with this Corolla Cross, it is the same engine as our new Corollas. It is a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. So exact same thing, which honestly is good to know, again, being that it is a crossover. Now, gas fuel efficiency wise, you are looking about that 8.1 liters per 100 kilometers. in the city, or about 7.4-ish on the highway. So not too bad considering. Now, of course, if you compare it to, let's say, your RAV, the RAV is a little bit more gas efficient, but keep in mind this is only in our second year of the Corolla Cross, and the hybrid is coming out. So I would definitely like to see what their kind of, I guess, idea would be to look at gas fuel efficiency wise on that one. And keep in mind with the Corolla Cross, it does also come with 9 airbags, so that's another good safety feature to have. But yeah, so this is her, and it doesn't come with a cover, just like on all the other vehicles, which is good to know, because then that means you don't have to really rip anything apart. Everything is literally right there for you. All right, guys, so that is your Toyota Corolla Cross, again, in its second year this year, and we're very excited for this one. A lot of familiarities with the Corolla. Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments, like and subscribe for us too. Thank you.